Hey everyone, Mr. Overon here with Mr. Overon's Tarot Reading Services, and I just wanted to go over how to read glass jar candles. A while back, some people had asked me questions about like glass jar candles, how to read them, how do you know if something has been, approved or what's going on with it. So I just wanted to take a moment to show you the candles that I have going on. And I've done a video about this before in the past, but I'm going to go ahead and do another one. So I get candles that look like this. You can pick them up at the Dollar Tree. This time of year, around August, September, and October, you can typically find black there. These are $1.25 now. They are glass and they last about 3.5, maybe 4 days of constant burn. One thing that you need to know is when you light one of these candles for a spell, you've got to let it burn through the entire course. You're not supposed to turn it off or blow it out or anything like that. It's supposed to burn for the entirety of the candle in order to get the best results from it and to understand like what's going on with it. I know that it does pose a fire risk, and there's been times where I've lit one of these and I've just set it inside of a big jar or a big bowl of water. So in that way, if it tipped over or whatever, it was going to go straight into the water and not like cause a fire or whatever, So if that's something that you're worried about, maybe get a smaller jar candle that you can let go for a little while. But these I find work especially well. The one thing I don't like about the Dollar Tree candles is that they have this stupid cellophane wrap around them that like enhances the color that they're supposed to be, but like if you see it's like this smoky grayish black color. I take them off, and you are left with a little bit of a sticky residue on here, but that's fine. What I also like to do is I like to write directly on here what I'm trying to get, like whatever it is that I'm trying to do. So if I'm doing a green one for money, I write the denominations that I need for my bills here. And then I'll also put denominations of like 5, 10, 15, all the way up to $100. I'll also do like 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 1000. And then if I'm doing, if I want the candle to also work for like a family member or a client or whatever, I'll write their name on there and the denomination that they need, or I'll just write their name on the jar, and then as I'm praying over the jar and charging the jar with my energy and the intent and everything, I just envision everything that I need this candle to do. The other thing that I do is I breathe life into the candle. And what that means is literally you breathe life into it. So it's a visualization technique. You visualize everything that you need or whatever, and then you give your energy to the candle, and then you blow into it 3 times. In through the nose, out through the mouth. So what you're doing is you're activating the candle, you are imbuing it with life, you're giving it power, you are setting your intentions into the candle. Dollar Tree also in their craft section sells these really amazing marking pens that come in silver, gold, and like a bunch of other colors. I like to use the silver and gold because, well, that represents money. And I'll write that on here. On the black candles, I usually don't write anything. You can dress the candle with a little bit of oil on the top, or just maybe a drop or two of whatever oil. So if you're doing like a road opening oil or a blockbuster type of candle, you're going to want to dress it a little bit, but understand that that is going to show in the results of what goes on with the candle. So this is a brand new black candle that hasn't been used. At the start, well, I'd say maybe halfway through the Mercury retrograde here in August, I started this candle, and this was about 4 days ago, and today is the 27th. So this is what the candle looks like that's as it has been used. So you see that there's a lot of gunk, a lot of filth, a lot of leftover wax. This means that there's been a lot of negative energy that this has had to work through. The clearer and the more translucent the glass is, the better it works. And you can see, maybe it might not show up on here, but there's these striation rings right here that show like different levels that it had to work through. So I miss you being inside. I would be asked, would this be like something for me to do a candle spell, or would I consider this candle a success? And the answer is both yes and no. And I'm just looking for my flashlight on my phone really quickly here so that I can kind of give you a better look on the inside of what's going on here. But like I said, you want this to be as clear as probable. You don't want any residue. Do I not have a flashlight feature on here? I guess not. Okay, well. Anyways, striation marks. Oh, you can see it better there. See how there's all these little rings going all the way down? That means that those are different levels that it had to work through. Sometimes that you're going to get a lot of like buildup of soot up here on the top. When that happens, that means that there's a lot of negative energy that it has gone through. Sometimes you're going to get a thick, solid ring of wax, and then it goes completely clear. That means that whatever you were using this candle for broke through that barrier and has come to you. Because this one was used for negative energy and just like clearing things up a little bit, you see that there's a lot of crap that has gone on with this. This was not a successful candle spell. So I would say that I'm going to have to do it again. And I would continue burning one of these candles until it became a lot clearer. And then at the end of the candle, you don't really want any wax left over down here at the bottom. So you see that there's still a pool of wax here. So this definitely shows that there is a lot of negative connotations, a lot of negative energy, a lot of whatever going on around me and in my life or whatever. So do another one of these, let it burn for the full 3 or 4 days, check it out afterwards, and see like what the clarity is. The other thing you want to make sure of when you're selecting one of these candles, especially from the Dollar Tree, is at that little silver tab, you want that to be as centered as probable. And you don't want your wick off to the side. You want your wick like kind of in the center, as close to the center as possible, because what that's going to do is that's going to give a straight, even burn that goes all the way down. If it's too close to the glass, or it zigzags or whatever, and it's not close to the center down here, that can throw off your reading also. But like, this one here was pretty damn close to the center, so I got a good little pool of stuff going on there. So you can see here a little bit better. Anyways, if this was a green candle and I was doing it for money, this would definitely mean that my financial situation was going to be blocked and that my money was not going to be as accessible to me as needed. If this was a red candle and I was trying to do some kind of love spell or love divination or something like that, and it was like this would mean that the person that I am putting my intentions out to is not going to be receptive to my romantic desires. So it really depends on what color the candle is and what you want it for. If it was a white candles are universal. They could be used for any color. If you don't have a specific color, say you wanted to do a banishing or a binding with a white candle, and you could do that. Black candles are kind of the universal thing also. If all you have is a black candle is the culmination, or wait, yeah, you could use a black candle for whatever, but anyways, we'll just scratch that. White candles are universal. You can use them for any damn thing. But if this was blue or purple, depending on your take on color magic, blue and purple usually represent health or psychic abilities or whatever else. So if it was really muddled like this and it was purple, that would signify that the person is not clear in their thoughts, or that you're trying to clear up their thoughts so that they can communicate with you better or whatever else. But yeah, you want this to be as clear as possible. See how it's still clear right here and kind of hazy? And then it comes down here and it's a little clear yet hazy. This is what you're looking for, is this kind of clarity right here. You do not want the striations right here. So, yeah, I hope that helps. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, put them in the comments section down below, and I will talk to you later. Bye, witches.